if you hold dual citizenship, or even suspect that you might. Changes coming in February 2026 could quietly reshape your rights, your travel freedom, and even your long-term future in ways most people won't recognize until it's too late. The U.S. government is implementing major updates to how dual citizenship is handled. These changes won't dominate headlines like elections or court rulings, but their impact is real. Fines, airport scrutiny, tax enforcement, and complications affecting families, careers, and mobility are all part of what's coming. What makes these changes especially dangerous is how ordinary they appear on paper. They're described as administrative updates. In practice, they create a system that tracks, cross-checks, and flags behavior millions of dual citizens have followed for years without issue. Miss a deadline, fail to disclose something you didn't realize mattered, or assume old rules still apply, and the consequences won't come with a warning. They arrive after the fact, when options to fix the problem are already limited. That's why understanding what's changing before February 2026 is critical. These rules don't target a narrow group. They apply to everyday people. Those born with 2 passports, naturalized U.S. citizens who kept their original nationality, people married across borders, parents of children born abroad, frequent travelers, retirees living overseas, and green card holders planning to naturalize. If you've ever thought, I'm legal, I've done nothing wrong, this doesn't apply to me, these changes were written with you in mind. Dual citizenship remains legal. That is not changing. What is changing is visibility, reporting, and enforcement. On a scale the U.S. government has never applied before. February 2026 marks a shift from a trust-based system to a centralized, documented one. What was once informal, optional, or rarely checked is becoming mandatory, time-bound, and interconnected across agencies. Travel patterns, foreign financial accounts, military service abroad, political involvement, even your children's citizenship status. Data that once lived in separate silos will now connect. Many people won't be caught because they did something illegal. They'll be caught because they didn't realize the rules around disclosure had fundamentally changed. Hi, I'm Sophia, and I cover U.S. immigration and citizenship changes so people can prepare before policies turn into problems. This isn't speculation or rumor-driven panic. These February 2026 changes are real policy shifts already moving through implementation. My goal isn't to scare you, it's to give you clarity. Because clarity protects you. When you understand how these rules work, you can stay compliant, avoid unnecessary stress, and make informed decisions for yourself and your family. If dual citizenship is part of your life in any way, now or in the future, this is information you cannot afford to ignore. The United States has long recognized dual citizenship and historically taken a hands-off approach. You could legally hold another nationality without formally registering it. But permissive never meant passive. When you're on U.S. soil, you are treated as an American first. You must enter and exit using a U.S. passport, follow U.S. law, and report worldwide income for tax purposes. For years, this system relied heavily on self-reporting and limited coordination between agencies. That era is ending. Starting February 2026, dual citizenship will be formally documented, tracked, and referenced across immigration, border control, tax enforcement, and national security systems. Actions that were once invisible are about to become visible. The most significant change is the introduction of mandatory dual citizenship registration. For the first time in U.S. history, all U.S. citizens who hold another nationality will be legally required to register that status through a new Department of Homeland Security system. Beginning February 1, 2026, you'll have 6 months, until August 1, 2026, to comply. This applies whether you were born a dual citizen, acquired citizenship through marriage, or naturalized while keeping your original nationality. Registration will require details many people have never formally disclosed before, including foreign passport information, prior foreign government employment, and military service. Failure to register can result in fines up to $5,000, passport delays, increased airport scrutiny, and complications with future immigration or family sponsorship. This registry will not exist in isolation. It will be cross-checked against travel records, tax filings, and prior disclosures. Missing the deadline doesn't create a paperwork issue. It creates a compliance problem that follows you. For those in sensitive roles, government employees, defense contractors, intelligence work, or critical infrastructure, the scrutiny goes further. Dual citizenship, family ties, foreign assets, and foreign contacts may all require disclosure and review. Transparency becomes essential, not optional. Travel will also change. Border officers will have access to dual citizenship records alongside travel data from multiple passports. Extended time abroad, especially in your other country of citizenship, may trigger questions about residency, employment, and U.S. ties. Travel isn't being restricted, but consistency matters more than ever. Tax enforcement is another major shift. The rules themselves aren't new, but enforcement is. Expanded information sharing with foreign banks means overseas accounts are no longer invisible. The dual citizenship registry will be cross-referenced with tax filings and FBR reports, dramatically increasing audit risk for noncompliance. Foreign military service, political office abroad, children born overseas, family-based immigration sponsorship, and even renunciation procedures are all receiving tighter oversight under this new framework. The message is clear. Dual citizenship remains legal and valuable, but it now comes with explicit responsibilities and deadlines. Preparation, not panic, is the key. Register on time. Keep accurate records. File taxes properly. Seek professional advice when situations get complex. For those who comply, daily life will continue with minimal disruption. February 2026 marks a shift toward visibility and accountability, but dual citizenship itself is not being taken away. Stay informed, stay organized, and you can navigate these changes with confidence instead of fear.